this is amazing. We get to sit here inside the new building and reflect on the story of how we got here. Mosaic staff was sitting in a room together, and we made a list of 5 impossible things that we were going to believe God to do in our church. And the most impossible thing on that list, for sure, was that we would own our own building right in the middle of Seattle.
Our realtors called us and they said, we know that you're looking for a building, and we'd look for others. And they said, when we have one, and it might not quite be what you're looking for, but maybe you can make it work. When we made the offer to buy this building, the terms were great for us and terrible for the seller. We were making an offer on a building without having any funds. It was nothing short of a miracle that it got accepted.
Once we owned the building, it was like all of a sudden we realized what a disaster the structure actually was.
Well, we had about $100,000 worth of demo to do on the building. In essence, the entire building got torn down. And we decided to do it ourselves to save money. And I figured we could do it in about a week. And it took about a year.
We had demolition day after demolition day after demolition day, where our church would come up and do the work of taking this place apart and really preparing it for the project.
There were so many setbacks in this project, so many things that worked against us, even beyond all the financial problems.
Over and over, we would face impossible odds or some barrier, and God would break through. One of the ways he did that was he called us to a 100-day prayer initiative. So for 100 nights in a row, people from our church would literally walk around the building from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. and ask God for whatever breakthroughs that we needed in that season. We saw God do so many impossible things through the prayers of his people.
We needed to raise $600,000 for a down payment, and God brought that money in. We needed to get an architectural permit approved by the city in a very certain time frame. God did that. We needed steel trusses in a time where there were steel tariffs, and God brought those. We had professional brick masons come and do brickwork for free. We had professional painters come and do painting for free. We had people install flooring, giving up their own time to make that happen. People cleaning day after day after day to keep this thing moving forward.
When God made a way for us to own this building, we knew he was calling us to something more than simply existing as a community inside these walls. The church being called to Aurora and 77th meant that we were called to be a change agent in the neighborhood.
Everybody knows this road, everybody's driven it. Everybody's going to know who we are and where we are, and I believe God has placed us here that we could see this neighborhood impacted, that we could see that impact move out through the city.
I'm so thankful for every person who believed when it seemed impossible, for every person who prayed, every person who gave any amount of money, every person who came and worked with their own hands, everyone that sat and dreamed and talked and made drawings, and there were so many different people along the way. And as I think about those faces and those names, I'm so grateful. Being in this building simply means now we have a house from which we can be the church and affect the city and even affect the world. As I think about this amazing step that God has brought us into, it's just the beginning. The best is yet to come.